Hello everyone. It's Kathy with Paper Phenomenon, and I'm here for another weekly recap. Today is June 2nd, 2024. We got a lot of great questions this past week. I'm going to cover them all in this video. I'm also going to talk to you all about what Dr. E uploaded to YouTube this week and everything that happened around the paper phenomenon world. So we're going to get right into the first question, and we're going to kind of switch it up this week with the video structure. So let's see how it goes. First question. All right, so if you go to my YouTube channel, you find the questions. If you look at my mouse right here, you go to home, videos, live, playlists, you click on community, and you will find all sorts of things that Dr. E posts during the week. But what you're looking for is this post, Paper Phenomenon Report. There's always a current one for the week. These are the questions that were asked during May 27th through June 1st. So these are the questions that I'm covering. We have 11 questions. Let's jump into it. So the first question is from Brenda, and she asked a couple questions. Hi, Kathy. I appreciate you doing these Q&As. I have 2 questions. Can you name some of your larger projects like Retrospection 365 that doesn't require specialty chipboard and supplies? Okie dokie, I will do that. There was a video on your old channel that referenced some projects from your magazine that you retired. Are those still retired? I can't remember which projects exactly, but I remember that I liked them, LOL. And unfortunately, I found you after you had already retired your magazine. Is there any chance retired projects come back for a second life? Absolutely, Brenda. So the answer is yes to bringing back magazine projects. There are quite a few of them in the shop already, but what we're going to do is here's what I'll do for you, Brenda. We'll add a category in the shop that's titled magazine projects. That way you can search them by a category, and it'll be easier to find them that way. All right, so then to answer your first question, yes, I have lots of projects that are big, like Retrospection 365, that doesn't require specialty chipboard. Listen, I haven't had my first cup of coffee yet, all right? So bear with me. So let me change the camera view and let's talk about a few of those. I actually have some examples. Ooh, I gotta clean this. So I'm gonna start from largest to smallest, but in the large category. How's that? This is one of my largest albums. This one is called Traditions Genealogy. This is such a great album. This was an album that I designed so I can put family photos in with lots of space, kind of like for multiple kids, etc., etc. I showed you how to cut this template out, but of course you don't have to use this on the cover if you don't want to. It is sized perfectly, guys. Look at all of the room for photos in here, okay? So much room for photos. Let me move my mouse so I don't screw up my video when I open this book. So let me give you a size very quickly. This is Hidden Hinge Plus. So this album is 12 by 12, the cover. So you don't need specialty chipboard. The reason why it looks a little bit larger is the spine, and we left a gusset here, right? So I've got all these albums I'm going to share with you right next to me, which was not very smart. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Let me move stuff over. All right, here we go. Now we can open it. So this album is designed to hold family photos. And look, there's some photos of me when I was super young in here still. I showed these off when I made this video. When I made this album, look at my mom and I was in my early 20s there. Look at me. Anyway, this is not what this video is about. So Traditions Genealogy, if you go to my website, paperphenomenon.com, you can find this album. Just search for Traditions Genealogy. You will find it there. every album that I cover here in this video will be 50% off so that you can pick it up if you'd like to. All right. So what's fun about this album is everything is, but the photo mats, guys, are amazing. Okay. And I made this album a long time ago. So the photo mats are amazing. All right, so you will find these photo mats in my photo mat catalog. I believe these photo mats is what started the photo mat catalog. Everybody went nuts over these photo mats when I made them, many, many moons ago. And they're like, Kathy, it would be great if we could have a place where we can find all your photo mats. So I think this is where the photo mat catalog was born with this project. So the reason why this album is so fun is because it looks like it has a bunch of flips and flaps, right? But these are the photo mats. So you can fit 8x10s, 5x7s, 4x6, 8x10 and below, guys. All right, with these photo mats. And then, of course, you get the page that flips up, flips up. You've got stacked pockets. It's just beautiful, guys. It's a fantastic album. Lots of flips and flaps. If that's your vibe, listen, it's here. It's here. It's here. I've got everything for you here. So a spectacular album. This would be, listen, I've been doing remixing. There is nothing to remix in this album. This is how perfect it is. The only thing we could do is remake it with some brand new paper because this album is perfection. Look at this. Look at that. You can even do one of those 16 by 17, whatever those photos are, and you crop it to fit this and be this whole thing. How amazing would that be? Oh my goodness, this is a perfect wedding album because again, it kind of has like two sides or multiple areas to cover like a child, a grandkid, whatever the case may be, guys. So just lots and lots of fun things. I love the matting in this. Also spectacular. All right, so the Traditions album is one of these albums that I would recommend to you. No specialty, nothing. Okay? Now to find a place to put this baby. Got multiple projects happening in my desk. Then next would be, I think the Epic album may be bigger than this one, but this one, this is the Everyday Life large album. All right, and there's different covers for this. This I did kind of this asymmetrical look here in this cover. This one has photos in it. This was a trip to Puerto Rico that we took. This is like 9 years ago. This album is easy 9 years old. It is a gorgeous album. It is, let's see what size is this one. Hold on. It's 10 by 10. All right, this is a 10 by 10. And there's so many places for photos, guys. So many places. So many fun pullouts and pockets. Listen, I've been making albums for a long, long time. If there's a flap, I made it. All right, a pocket, I made it, and still doing it. Look at these fun photos here. I just love this. Love, love, love. Pictures of Broderick and I, my sister and her wife. Just gorgeous. Large areas for photos. We made this little photo strip. Look at that, how pretty. This is Elba and this is me. Wow, when I see my pictures, I lost so much weight. My goodness. Oh, hello. This opens. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Get this project ready for his centerfold. Totally feeling himself over here. There's a lot of glare here because the pictures are the shiny finish. This is why I like printing in the matte, because of this glare here. And this picture of our shadows, just so fun. And I know this is about the album and not about the pictures, but as you can see that no matter how spectacular the album is, when you put pictures in it, it becomes about the memories, guys. It truly, truly does become about the memories. So if you don't have the Everyday Life album, you may want to pick it up. These will be on sale as well. These albums are, I don't know if I have them in a set, but it's an everyday life series. There's a small, a medium, and a large. All right, so this is the large one, and I think it's 6 by 6, 8 by 8, 10 by 10, something like that, in the way the everyday life is structured. All right, so this is a gusseted pocket. Look at this. Look at that. How fun is that? This opens up. Look at that 8 by 10, guys. Look at that. How gorgeous. There's my sissy and I. Oh, I haven't looked at these pictures in a long time. So fun. So fun. All right. It's a fantastic album, guys. Now let's go to the next one. And I love that I'm sharing albums with you that have photos in it. This album, this is the, well, I have another question for this album, but the Epic album is another one. And I'll just show you a quick picture of it, quick look-see of it. But I have something to say about this album. I just love this album. It is fantastic. So this is the Epic album. And then I also have the Picture Perfect albums. This one is 10 and a half by 9. So this is another fantastic album. This is one of my paper collections. This is, I think, my first Christmas collection. It's very rustic and very vintage. So this is another fantastic album, and I'll hold it up because there's glare. Just really beautiful embellishments, and the album is just fantastic. So 8 by 10s and below once again. So albums on a larger scale, fun envelopes, just guys, everything. And again, this is when I was on my photo mat kick, all right, where I was just designing all sorts of fun interactive photo mats. All right, I may get on that kick again. It's time for a new photo mat catalog. This one has my slide and lock mechanism. I mean, it's just fantastic, guys. I gave it a fancy name, but you know. Just all sorts. Look at this. Look at this. How cute. Janice mad at this one. Just really beautiful. So another fantastic album. And these are picture perfect. I have several picture perfect styles. So take your pick. There's so many. Most of you collect them because all of the pages in these albums are amazing. All right, absolutely amazing. And it's called Picture Perfect because it is picture perfect. These albums are all about, well, no, it's a nice balance between photo and paper. All right, so, and of course I have so many more, guys, so many more albums, but these are the ones that I have that I can reference here. A current large one would be the Moving Parts albums. Those are also fantastic. I think you would really enjoy those. But Moving Parts has a lot of moving parts. So if you're looking for more simpler albums to put together, then I would go with the Traditions or a Picture Perfect. Oh no, Traditions, Everyday Life, and the Picture Perfect. Those are all easy to put together with wow factors. And what I mean by easy, I mean less parts. All right, less pieces. So check them out. I think you will enjoy them. This was such a great question. Thank you for allowing me to go down memory lane and looking at these photos because I haven't seen them in a while. So thank you so much for the question, Brenda. Next question. So the next question is from Sarah Louise. Just a little thank you for the 50% off sale. It meant I can buy both Moving Parts and Mr. Benjamin, which I will be combining to make my wedding album. It's only been 13 years in the making. Thank you for all your videos. I love watching them. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy to hear that. That makes me extremely happy. And what a great idea about combining those two albums. Be sure to share it on the community page. I think people love to see where you take my projects and you make them your own. I think that is fantastic. And it just gives everybody inspiration. And I'm so happy you were able to take advantage of the 50% off sale. I'm going to take this time, it's a perfect segue, to let you guys know that every week I have different projects on sale. They coincide with the videos that Dr. E is going to release this week. And because of these fantastic questions, I'm going to put these albums I've been discussing on sale for you guys just in case you love them. They may have been on your wish list. You forgot about them. You can pick them up now during while they're 50% off. So check it out. All right. All right. Next question. Thank you so much, Sarah. The next question is from Oh Mike Scraps. That's Lene. She says, hi, Kathy. Will you be making a project with the Numerals Digital Paper Collection and Ava's Garden? Thanks for always bringing light and laughter into my life. Big hugs. Oh, Lene, thank you, darling. It is my pleasure. And you guys bring me so much joy as well. So the answer is yes. Now, Numerals, yes. Ava's Garden, I didn't think about, so I will think about that one. But for Numerals, on my list of things that I want to do, this year is, you're not supposed to see me, you're supposed to see my desk. Hold on. Is the Epic album. So this album is called the Epic album for a reason, because it is epic. I designed the most fabulous pages in here, and I want to make another version of this. But this album got so chunky with all the designs in here that I wanted to make another version, breaking it up kind of like into smaller albums or folios, more manageable, because seriously, one page alone can be an album. And there's so many fun details in this album that I really want you guys to take advantage of this album and its page designs, because they are spectacular. And I also want to redo the binding for this one. I want to do the hollow hidden hinge for this project, and I thought that Numerals would be the perfect collection to redo this project. All right, so the Epic album will also be on sale, guys, if you want to take advantage of it and be prepared with, look at this, just so many amazing details in this album that you can spend hours looking at it and just kind of unpacking it and enjoying everything that's in here. I spent a lot of time on this one, and it was just so much fun. And I want to redo this with the Numerals collection. So this is my Birmingham collection coupled with the Epic album. All right, the Epic album. So the Birmingham collection and the Epic album will also be on sale. Great question, Lene. Thank you so much for asking it. Next question. All right, so the next question is from Jeannie, and she says, hi, Kathy. This channel makes me so happy. Oh, thank you. I love watching you, Matt, and talking with us, Peters. Also loving the weekly recaps. My question is, on last Wednesday's video, Jane made a comment that she got a scissor cutting machine after she killed her scan and cut. She sure did. And said she loves it. Just wondering if it's easy to use as her old cutting machine. I just got my scan and cut delivered Saturday and wondering if I should get a scissor. With all of the sales you're graciously giving us, let's read some more. I'm going to have to sell a cow. I freaking love when you guys say that. The papers are so gorgeous. Also, can Jane please put up a video? Can Jane put up a video that you made using your scan and cut? Oh, can Dr. E put up a video made, using your scan and cut? Just in case I keep mine. I'm going to let Dr. E know so she can put it in the lineup. So I'm sure she will put it up. So I messaged Jane and I asked her to answer this question, and she graciously did. As always, she's wonderful. So she says, hi, Jeannie. You will love the Brothers Scan and Cut. It's a great machine. I used it for years and just love it. Since I killed my third, I thought I should try the new scissor Juliet that I had heard about. It's absolutely wonderful. I had some frustrations right out of the gate, but that's because the steps to get to cut are a little different. Once I figured it out, I was good to go. It's always that learning curve from when you move from one device to another that becomes frustrating. That can easily make you quit, guys. So you always want to give it a fair shot. There has been a few other quirks, but I think I've figured those out. The software is really, really good and will do all the things that the two software apps that I needed for my brother. So that's nice. One software does the job of two softwares that she used to use. Also, the only thing the Siser won't do is scan and cut. It is strictly, as far as I know, a print and cut machine. Hope this helps. Jane, that was wonderful. So I want to show you guys. I was reading the whole time on camera thinking I was showing you the screen. So let me just show you the screen very quickly. I'm a dork. All right. So here is Jeannie's question and here is Jane's response. So I could just imagine all of the crazy faces I was making while I was reading and the squinting. So have fun with that. All right. So Jane used her machine on the brand new kitchen sink collection. So let me show you what they look like. It's called the Siser Juliet. Here we go, guys. All right. So this is mirror image, test cuts, no mirror. All right, so this is the kitchen sink collection. It is gorgeous. You should get it if you don't have it. It is still on sale. This will be available printed as well. All right, now, do you see all the papers in here? Do you see this? This will not be available in the printed collection. All right, I cannot. If I print this, it'll be $100 a pad. All right, look at everything that you get, including pocket cards, embellishments, all the good stuff. I believe, yes. And you don't get all of this, guys. There's 2 sheets of each here. But let's just break it in half. All right, look at everything that you get. So not all of the papers will be in the collection. So I'll briefly take you through the papers. This is a really fun kind of junk journal-y collection. It's just wonderful. There's so many things in here. You can use it for anything. All right. So just quickly, I just want to show you the embellishments. Look at this. This is one of my favorite sheets. I just love it. Another one. I have so many favorites. All right. So very, very fun and scrappy and just fabulous. It's a perfect combination of all sorts of things. And then the embellishments are just too fab. All right, so this is test cuts. Look at this, guys. It does a beautiful job. The most exciting one is this one. Look at the antennas. Oh, you can't see it there. Let's get black paper. See if you can see it on the black. Yeah, look at the antennas. I want to show you the scan and cut. No antenna or mini antennas. So it did a really, really good job on that. Let's get, this is a scan and cut. All right, so this one goes back over here. And this one goes back where? Oh, here. So let's look at this one. This one is pretty the same, I would say, pretty similar. So this is not to say that the scan and cut is not good or not at all. It's just those different things, guys. So this one is pretty similar, I can't even tell them apart, right? So what's great about the scan and cut is that if you have a hard copy, a printed paper, you can go ahead and cut your embellishments out on the scan and cut. If you have a printed paper collection and you want to cut and you have a Siser and you want to cut your embellishments, you're not going to be able to do that because you can't scan it. All right. Now, if you are a digital paper girl, then the Siser will be perfect because you print and then you cut. All right. But if you like hard copy paper, the Siser will not be good for you because it does not scan. All right, so those are things that you need to consider. Okie dokie. But the fact that it cut antennas is amazing. I love that. But, you know, I have Jane that cuts these for me, so I am good to go. It just saves so much time for me. I have more time for making projects as opposed to having to do all of this stuff, even though the machine does it for you. But, you know, time saver is huge. So I appreciate Jane so much doing this stuff for me. So Kitchen Sink Collection, guys, is on sale. You can pick it up. There's a ton of goodies in here. The embellishments. Oh my goodness. If you love the numerals collection, I would say you would love this one as well. But this one is just a little bit softer. You know, it's just got so many fabulous pieces in it. Oh my goodness. So many fabulous pieces. I just, look at this. These specimen frames, they're just so fabulous. All right, so kitchen sink, my friends. Next question. So the next question is from All Seasons Decor, New York, fellow New Yorker. I've been a huge admirer for a while, and I love how your brain works. I've gone completely digital for paper, and you are my top person to buy from, as digital design works perfectly for any project. Thank you. Can you give me an idea of how many projects you can get from one P3 roll? Let's use 12 by 12 moving parts and me not making, read more, mistakes as an example. LOL, sorry if you answered this before. No worries, Barbara. Hi, Barbara. I recognize your name. All right, so let me show you what she's talking about. She's talking about P3 tape. All right, so here is a roll of P3 tape right here. If you buy it in my shop, this is what you get. It actually comes in another plastic bag. I love plastic just in case things get wet. If you notice, when you buy from me, everything is in plastic. So don't judge me. So this is the roll of P3 tape. There's 35 yards on here. So I'm going to guess if you were making a 12 by 12 album, let's say you were doing the Retrospection 365 and you want to use P3 tape, I would say you can get, and you can do the math, right? 3 times 35, whatever that is, right? Easy. 12 albums with one P3 tape. You can make 12 album covers, easy. And that's a big album. All right? So 1, 2, 3, 1 yard. 1, 2, 3, 2 yards. So for one album, it would take 2.5 yards. So even more. Okay? Well, no, because then we got this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would take 3.5 yards for one 12 by 12 album. All right. And that's given to take a half a yard there, right? Because I'm doing the math in my head. So you can make a lot of 12 by 12 albums with one roll of P3 tape. So it's worth, guys, when I tell you that this is a bang for your buck, it's boom, boom, bang. All right. It is quite the bang. And it is a fantastic adhesive. And you can make any of my 3-dimensional projects with this tape. And not just my projects, any 3-dimensional project that uses a hinge to construct it, you replace it with P3 tape. All right. So thank you for the question and thank you for following me. I'm so happy and I'm so glad that you love the product. I have amazing designers and I give them all of the credit for the paper collections. All right. Because I'm not a digital designer. I just have ideas. Right. So next question. So the next question is from Jackie Hart. She says, hi, Kathy. I just purchased the binding system catalog and was looking through all of the different systems. Very cool. I'm intrigued about the Cascade Parade binding system. I wasn't clear what the end result looks like. Do you happen to have an album with the system so that you can show us? And is there a chance a video tutorial that Dr. E might be uploading to your new channel? Thank you to you and to your staff for all the hard work they are doing. Thank you for saying that, Jackie. I do appreciate that because they work really hard. They do so much for me and I can't do it without them. yes, I do have a project, and I'll show you this project very quickly. Hold on. It's not a very good view. Okay, so there's a project and there's a video. I will ask Dr. E to see if she could put it in the lineup. Probably not this week because everything's already uploaded, but the following week. Or maybe she could just throw it up there. I'm not sure. I don't want to put a wrench in her schedule. But yes, there is a video showing the Cascade Parade. Oh, wait a minute. There's also a mini version of Cascade Parade in the Retrospection 365 project, so you'll be able to see it there. Those videos are uploaded to YouTube, a few of those. So you'll be able to see it there, Retrospection 365. And let me show you the project. All right, so lots of switching around of the camera view. Hold on. Let me get this right. All right, so here, nope, wrong. So this is not a very good picture of Cascade Parade, which is why I normally have videos. I was terrible at taking pictures back in the day of my projects. But this briefcase was done with Craft Text 1. It has a super fun binding system, which is Cascade Parade. Binding system and page design. And it is fantastic. I think you should definitely check it out. And it will be on sale if you'd like to pick it up. How's that? That'll help. And I will try most certainly to get all of these things we talked about in uploaded to YouTube. And I can't say I can show you the project because I gave that project away. So I don't have it. Otherwise, I would show it to you. But I'm glad you got the binding system catalog. There's so many goodies in there. You would have been able to see it if the video would have been posted. So just bear with us. We'll get these videos up as fast as Dr. E possibly can, and YouTube will allow us. So look out for it. All right, look out for it. Thank you for the question, Jackie. All right, so the next question is from Kelly. Have you considered including the mirror image and of the embellishments in your printed collections? Ooh, Kelly. Let me talk to you about that. If I do that, I would have to take something out. You know, it would be a paper. I would have to take a paper out because I'm only allowed a certain amount of pages in a pad. So I have been thinking about doing like an accessory paper pack only. I've been thinking about this. I've been putting all sorts of things in this noodle. So we'll see where there is embellishments in the way the original paper pack is, and then a paper pack where there is embellishments and mirror image, pocket cards, envelopes, accessories, right? But the backs would be different from the backs that are in the original paper pack. Does that make sense? So that you won't have two sets of embellishments, right? You'll be able to use the backs. So I'm thinking about this. We'll see. But yes, I have considered it, and it may come to fruition very soon. But it would be an additional paper pack. I can't put it in the original one. All right, because I normally include 5 embellishment sheets in a paper pack. So that means I would have to take away 5 designs to include the mirror image in the original paper pack. All right, so it would be a second one. All right, that's a great question. Thank you for asking it. Next question. So the next question is from Amanda. Not a question, but a product recommendation. The Dress My Craft Corner Notch Punch. I saw it on Amazon and of course had to buy it. It's great for making a notch in our pockets, and it is similar to the notch made when using the envelope punch board, just a lot smaller. And doesn't take up too much room. I'm gonna check it out, Amanda. I always love a good tool, so thank you so much, darling. The Dress My Craft notch punch. I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna do it before this video airs. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because if I don't get mine, it'll sell out. So I'm getting mine first. All right, guys. Next question. Thank you, Amanda. Cheryl Johnson. Hi, Kathy King. Longtime follower, fan, and project maker of all your creations. Yay. Thank you, Cheryl. I'm currently having trouble with Box. I've downloaded all the projects and digital items. I've not received join file. I'm having trouble finding all of my projects. I continued to download to look at my current projects I'm working on. Any help would be appreciated. Cheryl, hang on a minute. Hang on. You're going to have to email me, info@paperphenomenon.com, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if you downloaded your projects, you should be able to log into your Box account and boom, it should be right there. Because what you have, well, if you downloaded your projects, let me rewind. You should be able to go into your computer and find your projects wherever you downloaded the projects, okay? Now, if you join the folder, you log into your Box account and there are your projects, all right? So email me and we'll figure out whether you downloaded, joined, or what the case may be, all right? We will figure it out and we will help you out. And we may need to get Dr. E involved in this one, all right? So I will let Jane know to look out for your question and to either answer it, of course, or enlist the help of Dr. E. All right? Because Dr. E's like the know everything. I don't want to say know it all. That sounds negative. The everything knower of Box.com. All right? So next question. Let's see. So the last question is from Jacqueline. I love that name. Hi, Kathy. Do you have any tips on getting accurate score lines? I use the Martha Stewart and ScorePal scoreboards, and somehow I always feel like the 1/8 of an inch or less is off. It drives me nuts when adding pockets to pages, and I'm trying to get things flush. Do you have any knowledge to share? Oh, wise one. I do. Oh, read more. Hold on. Thanks, Jacqueline. P.S. I appreciate you and your team. I see all the hard work you put in. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. That means a lot. All right, let me clear the deck because I still have the kitchen sink on my desk. I love that. Let me get my scoreboard and let me explain to you what happens when you score and why. Yes, you are right. It is less, okay? And there is really no fix. All right, but there is something that you can do to accommodate. But, where is my scoring tool? Here it is. All right, so I'm going to change my camera view because I don't think I've changed it yet. Of course, I did not. To not me, but my workspace. I tell you, I will get this right eventually, all right? I will. So, when you score, and there is really no good color to demo this on, but I'm going to try on this one. When you score, you're making an impression, right? In the paper. You're making an impression. So what that's doing is taking up space to the left and to the right-hand side of the score line. So this 1/2 inch score line, it's really not a 1/2 inch spacing, all right? It's always a little bit less because you took up a little bit of space to the right and the left-hand side of the score line on both sides. So that little of space adds up to another, right? Which takes away from whatever's in the center. So when you're scoring at 1/8 of an inch, it's really never, ever that. This also takes away from the overall length of your paper. This is why your pockets do not line up. All right. So what I do All right, and I don't always tell you guys this because I know it just creates a flurry of confusion. When I tell you, when you pockets, not flaps, not anything else, pockets. When there's a gusset or multiple score lines, and I tell you to cut at 6 by 4, let's say, I go just a hair, just for pockets, just a hair outside of 6, a hair. And when I mean a hair, it's a hair, guys, okay? Larger, not smaller, larger, to accommodate the shortage that you get in a pocket when you score. All right, so let me show you, and I'll show you this in a perfect example. So here is my page base. What is this measurement? Oh, we don't need an 1/8 of an inch, but you have to practice. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down to 5. You got to practice what that hair is for you. Okay, so I'm going to make a pocket that fits ideally on this. I'm trying to find scraps. Hold on. All right, here's a good scrap. No, that's not. This is 4 1/4. I could use that for a photo mat. So if I'm making a pocket for this 5-inch piece, I need 6 inches, right? So I'm going to cut it exactly at 6 inches, right? Exactly. All right, what your cutting guide says. You score on 3 sides at a 1/2 inch. What happens when you do that, you just took away a little bit of space here and a little bit of space there. So we miter, right? You set it on this 5-inch piece, and I probably cut wrong. You will see that there is, do you see? This just a teeny bit off. I mean, it's a hair, but that can be frustrating. Let's see if you can, oh yeah, you can see it. I mean, it's a hair, but that can be frustrating, especially when you're stacking and sticking, people, right? So what I do is, so here is that same, I can't use this one because here's that same piece. Let's get a 5-inch pocket piece just like we did before. Let's be even Stevens. So this is my, that's not good. I'm gonna have to use this one. 5 inches, right? So 5, let's be exact. And now I'm going to take this piece, and the measurement for the pocket piece is 6 inches. So what I do is, I mean a hair, guys, okay? Just not a 1/16 of an inch, not an 1/8 of an inch, just slightly past that 6-inch mark. Slightly past. We're going to score. Score, score, score. Now, you have to be, acquainted with your trimmer. You got to practice. I've had years and years of practice. Okay? So, when I do that, I get just a little extra, which will make my pocket go from end to end. Do you see the difference? I'm such a dork. I didn't even have to cut another base. I could have used this base. Look, let's use this base. I thought I glued it down. Look. See that? Just that teeny bit extra. And I want to be fair. I want to line it up from end to end because it's not glued. All right? And look at this one. When you cut at exactly 6 inches. I want to be fair. It's just, see that hair off right there? That makes me nuts. I can't handle it. When you're stacking, you see it after a while. You see it. So when you're cutting a pocket piece, you always cut a little teeny bit larger, and I guarantee you it'll go from end to end. Now, the space in between, if this is a gusset, you got to live with it. That's the nature of the beast here when you're scoring. Your gusset will never be exactly that 1/8 of an inch, exactly that 1/2 an inch. It'll always be a little bit less. But you can fix it with a pocket where you're sticking and stacking, boom, 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 will line up if you just cut it a hair larger. And practice, guys. Practice, practice, practice makes perfect, where you will learn what that little hair needs to be for you. All right, so I hope this helps. Let me tell you about what Dr. E is going to upload to YouTube this week. These were all spectacular questions, guys. Keep them coming. And I love this amount. This is a good amount. Don't ask me more than these many questions, all right? I kid. Ask away, guys. Ask away. All right, so let's go to YouTube and see what we got. So here we go. So I'm going to go back to my channel. Right, here's my channel. And, oh, stop talking, Kathy. So we click on video. And Dr. E, of course, in true Dr. E form, uploaded a ton of things to YouTube this week. And my goodness, that grad album, so good. We're working on the remix this week of the grad album, and it turned out spectacular. If you haven't watched that live video, you should, because it's good. Oh, I gotta go back. She did more. All right, so here's the recap. Yeah, I guess here it starts, right? So she did the Insta brag book. I actually have this album here. I did not give my original away. Let me see if I can grab it without making too much racket. I highly doubt I can achieve that, but I have that one. Oh, it's dusty, my friends. This was such a good paper collection. This was a die cuts with the View chalk paper collection. I haven't picked up any die cuts with the View papers. I don't even know if they make them anymore. Let's see. Hold on. Let me change the camera view very quickly. So the Insta brag book, another good one. And this was all on sale last week. I'll put this one on sale this week again because I'm showing it. All right, wrong place, over here. All right, look at it, how cute. We did snaps. This is craft text, but you can use chipboard. Look at that super sweet binding. This is a basic accordion. Well, it's not really basic because it's not a true accordion binding, but I made little accordion pieces to do this binding, which stopped the tags from coming out from the book, right? So really cute, just for photos, guys. Just for photos, easy peasy. One of those instant gratification type of projects. Love it, love it, love it. All right. I used glue to put my paper onto the craft text, which is stiff. When I made this project, I think this is when I started looking for something else for adhesive for craft text because I didn't like the stiffness. And that's when I started doing, I believe, I could be wrong. I made this many moons ago. And that's when I started using the thermal web stuff so that it wouldn't be stiff. So Insta brag book, super cute project. Let's go back to my desktop and look at the videos. She did April, May, and June journal jams, if I'm not mistaken. Then this is a good one. Scrapbooking ideas, how to get the centered tab every single time. And this is my way of doing things. I know that there are some videos, the tool shows you how to do that, but it doesn't always work out for what I'm trying to do. So I showed you how I do mine, okay? Then a review on the Tim Holtz rotary trimmer, which is a spectacular. It's a great trimmer, guys. If you're in the market for a new trimmer, it's a great trimmer. I've been using it for a long time now, several months. The Merce in 2 versions, a really good project. Again, the grad album in 2 versions, and a Retro Thursday. This was such a good project. We made board books, guys. Board books, and I made this super cute little handbag out of craft text. out of cardstock, which I should remake this handbag out of chipboard because it is that cute. The style of it is just adorable. And we made board books, interactive board books, okay, which is even better. Oh, the photo flash box. This was a good one. This is a good one, guys. You should check that out. The Just Kicking It sneaker with the mini album. Absolutely adorable. Vintage camera and mini album. Excellent project. And the ever so popular Build a Page It's an excellent project. I made this in several versions, several paper collections. You guys loved it. I really think this put me on the map, guys. Now, videos that Dr. E is uploading this week, which will be on sale. All right, let me see if I can change this camera view without screwing everything up. Let's discuss. So these projects will be on sale plus the Instabrack book. All right, we've got, yeah, baby, I'm recording. Okay, love you. Let's see. She sent me a list. Already, I've lost my list. Oh, maybe she sent it in email. My bizzle. My bad, guys. Hold on. My honey bunny is not roasting, grilling, smoking, not sure. It's outside on the grill. Pork butt. So dinner will be yummy tonight. I'm very excited for it. Well, it's going to be lunch and dinner. So Dr. E is posting Project 365 Q1. So it's going to be a fun few weeks as she uploads all 12 Project 365 hybrid folios. You guys are going to love that. There's a paper collection that coincides with every single one of these, and they are fantastic. Okay? Journal Jam, July through September. So July, August, September. That's when I get super fancy with the covers. So you want to check out Journal Jam, July, August, and September. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, Craft Text, I got super fancy with those. And there's paper collections that go along with the project. So those are combos. Traditions, Genealogy. Video is going to go up. So for Brenda, I believe it was Brenda who asked a question about larger format albums that don't require larger than 12 by 12 chipboard. That video is going up this week. The Carry All handbag, such a good project, guys. Up this week and on sale. A year in review. That's another big project I forgot to mention. And I remixed that one. So there's the remix and the year in review album. Check out the remix. I will make sure that that one is on sale. I'll ask Jane. The Backpack Mini album, such a good project and such an old project, but still relevant today. Life is an Open Book, another amazing project. Decorative Box 1 and Mini, that is super cute. You're gonna love that. Keepsake Box and Mini. Hidden Treasures Trunk, Hybrid Mini Album, all excellent projects, and they will be on sale. I think I'm remixing the hybrid. No, maybe I'm not remixing the Hybrid Mini Album. I can't remember, but all good projects, excellent. We'll go over those videos next week in the following recap video. And now I want to show you what we're going to be working on this week or continue working on this week because they're so fun. I'm just thoroughly enjoying these projects so much. So let's clear the deck and let's take a peek. All right, so this week we're working on Wednesday. If you're joining me for the class on Wednesdays here on YouTube, we converted the National Scrapbook Day Moving Parts Folios. Let me show you quickly what that looked like, just in case you're watching just my recaps and you're catching up like that. So we made 5 of these moving parts folios for National Scrapbook Day, and I put them into an album form now. So I show you how to do that in the project folder, and now we are decorating. So I've had all of these I have so many photos of Faith, so many, guys, that do not necessarily fit into any theme type of albums. So I have these storybook collections. I have the Wizard of Oz. This one's called Oz. Best Friends Forever, which is inspired by Raggedy Ann and Andy, and Tea Party, which is inspired by Alice in Wonderland. And I decided to use these collections for Faith's photos. And listen, it works. It works so beautifully for these everyday memories, like decorating cookies, on a horse, being fabulous, with the neighbor's puppy just being so cute, right? And the puppy, there's Theo. So this was at the mall. She was having ice cream at the mall, but she's just so stinking cute, right? So I have all of these pictures. And oh my goodness, these storybook collections are perfect for these types of pictures. So we've been matting, and I'm putting pictures in this album, and it's, look at this one. Look at this one. How perfect here, right next to the Tin Man. So fabulous, doing her thing, being fabulous Faith, right? Some more photos. Look at Emerald City and how gorgeous these photos look in here. Here, we were at a day at an art festival. She got a rainbow on her face. Rainbow paper. How perfect. So this is what we're working on Wednesdays. This is Moving Parts National Scrapbook Day Workshop, the album. We converted the folios into an album. We've got 3 folios in here in one album, and we're using the 3 storybook paper collections. Those are on sale for the duration of the project, and so is Moving Parts still on sale for you guys. And then on Friday, we are remixing an old project, that grad album I showed you. We're remixing it. What does that mean? We're taking that old grad album and we are making it in all of the new and interesting ways to make mini albums, binding system. So we're taking the old and we're making it new. We are remixing it. So it'll have a new binding system, new pages. I normally change the page size. I'm trying to find the page that I did. Well, anyway, I can't find it. But this is the original page size here. And I resized it, made everything current with the way I make mini albums now. And this is what we have here. So this is, I just want to show you what I did in 2011 right here. This was 2011, guys. We've got an acetate pocket here for a photo. We've got interaction here. There is an SVG file for this project, for making this page and this whole mechanism, so you don't have to hand cut. But I also show you how to hand cut it because, you know, that's what I do, right? For those of you who don't have machines, you can make it by hand just like I did. So we finished with the first phase of the project, which is making the pages. So on Fridays at 7 p.m. Central, we'll be making the album and the binding system and whatever else we can get done during that class. So you can pick this up if you want to join me for this. We're using the Flutter and Bloom collection, which is, I don't have the paper yet, which is this collection right here. It is gorgeous. This is called the Mini Album Max. Just want to show you the paper. The paper is stunning, guys. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at this paper, how beautiful it is. So we're using this paper in this, that you see in this album, Mini Album Max, excuse me, on this project here. This is called the Grad album. So you can pick up the remix class, right? It is in the shop. It will also be linked in the description box below. So join me live. I also have a giveaway on Fridays, a $50 gift certificate. So live on Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Central and on Fridays, 7 p.m. Central, 2 different projects just to keep it spicy. And, you know, see, some people like to work on big projects. Some people like to work on small projects. It just all works, guys. All works. Let's not forget that even though there's not a sale, there's always lots of things on sale. All right. And I would be remiss if I don't mention my Crop at Home events. That's July 11th through the 13th. We're working on an amazing project. It's called the Abigail Grace album. It is in the shop now and on sale for those of you who were asking. Abigail Grace is the name of the album. The paper collection is the English Tea Party. It is a gorgeous album. It's got a brand new binding system, 2 covers if you don't like this V cover or you don't find it to be functional for what you want to do. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous album. So these kits are sold out, but you can still attend the event. You can get the digital version. You would print your own papers and use your own supplies. So sign up. It's going to be via Zoom. We're all going to hang out. We'll be able to see each other and just have a good old, it's a 3-day event. 3 days, guys. So we'll have a good time. It'll be fun. We're going to make this album and we're going to craft together. I've never experienced this before, crafting with other people. I think it's going to be super duper duper fun. If only for the experience, guys, right? Is what you buy your ticket and then you get the bonus is a gorgeous, gorgeous project with me, Kathy, Paper Phenomenon. So, my friends, I'll see you on Wednesday at 2 p.m. during a live class. And if you can't make it Wednesdays, I'll see you on Friday. And I'll see you in your project folders. All right? So, happy crafting. And thank you for watching this video. And thank you for watching all of my videos. I know you guys have been giving me so many watch hours. And I thank you so, so much. It is definitely working. My channel is growing. We are at over 3,000 subscribers, so I am thrilled. So thank you so very much. And a special thank you to Dr. E, to Renee, to Jane, and to Sandy Geek, all on the Paper Phenomenon team. They helped me so very much, and I just want to thank you all. This is Kathy with Paper Phenomenon, and until next time.